Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. Sorry people, no proper video on the Orchid Channel today because I've been putting all my efforts into the Gardening and Bonsai channel, and as is often the case when we do some gardening, we've overdone it, and at the moment standing up is okay, sitting down is okay. Going between the two, either way, is no good. No good at all. So my back's decided to seriously complain. If you're interested in the video, it was basically all of the plants that came from Helen, and some of the ones that I bought a while ago that have been outstanding have been planted. Some pruning, hacking a bit of wisteria out of the way so that some plants could get in. Yeah, the planted borders had a going over basically. And then a final look over it, and once I started packing the tools up I realised I'd overdone it, and so be it. It happens and I have to accept it basically. It's called getting old, I think. Pain in the proverbial, but so be it. So now I'm going to rest. We had a first today. For lunch, I got some cheese and some cracker biscuits and a nice glass of Chianti, and I went and sat on the bench in the garden. Mojo came out and sat with me, and we sat in the sun together and had lunch. That's what this garden is all about. It's getting to that stage where I can sit and enjoy it. Unfortunately, to get it to that stage involves some pain. Which we've now got to put up with. Hopefully it won't last long. I've got my cream. If I get up tomorrow morning and it's bad, then we'll stick the cream on. But now I'm going to rest. I'm going to sit down. There's the World Championships snooker on the TV at the moment. And up until now, I've been watching a bit of it here, there and everywhere, and catching a bit here. There's some people that have made it to those championships that I'm not too keen on watching because I don't like their style of play. But the man himself is on this afternoon, his first match. I hope he don't get knocked out. So this afternoon we will have another glass of wine and we will settle down in the comfy chair with the support cushion and watch Ronnie O'Sullivan. I don't even care who he's playing, but I hope he makes it through into the next round. It's a long tournament, but I enjoy watching the snooker depending on who's playing. It's not something I can just watch and accept everything. There are some players I'm not so good at watching, and some I wouldn't be interested in. Some I haven't even heard of this year. This time round there's a couple I thought, who's that then? How did they get into there? But there's some really good young players coming on. But they're going to have to go some to catch Ronnie O'Sullivan. I think he's on his 7th World Championship win. He holds the record for that number. So the youngsters coming up at the bottom end have got an awful lot of work to do to catch those records that guy's set. I think he's broken virtually every record there is in his career. And he's getting on a bit. He openly admits that he perhaps didn't ought to be playing anymore. Most people his age packed it in. But he just keeps going. It's all good stuff. I admire anybody that gets to the top of their game, whatever that game is, and manages to keep it going and still enjoy it. Because if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, you've got the wrong hobby. Anyway, sorry, no orchidy stuff today. Hopefully we'll get back onto something tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully we will be mobile and capable of doing it. We did have fun this morning while I was out doing all this gardening stuff. Well, just as a matter of interest, in the very corner of the garden, now let me zoom in and you know what I'm talking about, there is a laurel bush. That's that bright green one. Behind that is the bamboo. In that dark little space between the two, the robins nested. So there's a robin's nest in that part of the garden. Now, I'm not going to go poking in there with the camera to see if I can film it. That might disturb them. They might give up the nest. But it's really been enjoyable to watch the female robin, I think, is either sitting on eggs or young chicks. And the male robin keeps going onto the bird feeder, grabs one seed, darts into the corner of the garden, and comes straight out again back to the bird feeder, grabs another seed, shoots back into the dark corner. So he's obviously feeding the other one on the nest. There he goes. You might have caught that, or not. But he's in that. They're in that dark corner. They've nested in that dark, and then he comes out and lands on there. And he's been singing all morning as I've been gardening. It's been absolutely wonderful. So I will see you tomorrow for something.